Hi, I'm going to attempt to do a little pre-process video on how I'm creating my 3D rooms for this coming up Friday's live stream hop on creating a room. Each of us have chosen rooms to do, and most of them are going, I think all of them are going to be three-dimensional. And I came across this type of room that I've chosen to use. And so as you can see, I've been making mine out of various different substrates. Pizza box, another pizza box, and I even glued together some composition notebook paper. And I have a file a manila folder piece also. So this is going to be pretty short, but I just wanted to show you how to put something like this together. So this is my original one. So this becomes my template. And I will paint this and decorate this, but this is just the bare bones. And so when I open it, you'll see that it's 3D. And the trick to doing something like this and having your pieces pop out is that you construct little boxes and you glue them, and the boxes just have to be opened at both ends so that when you fold it, it folds up with the room, and then you open it and it pops open. So I'll show you a little some of that in a minute, but I need to add some other rooms. I want to do 3 rooms, and my main room is going to be an artist studio. But I figured I would have a simple living room and a bedroom. So I want to add 2 more rooms to this structure. So this now becomes my template. And I've kind of fiddled around with this, and you can pretty much make it any dimension you want. This ends up being 33 1/3 degrees to make so it's a third of a pie, so to speak. So the rooms are rather large. So this is my template, and I've cut out another pizza box to match this pizza box. And then I traced for the bottom, use this, and now I'm going to attach this to this. And this is going to go like so. And this is going to get attached like so. Now I have found that double-sided tape seems to do a pretty good job. So let me get out my double-sided tape. And quickly put this together. So really the proportions are, you can really determine how big you want your rooms, and then you plan accordingly. And you can just have one room, which initially that was my plan. I was just going to have one room. And then I decided that I would just add just a couple of other rooms to complete my little house. Now, I'm going to decorate the outside of my house. The outside of my building is going to be a replica of it's known as the Old Confederate Mint in Columbia, South Carolina. Becky is the one that suggested it, and Becky and Scott actually went down to Columbia and took some pictures of this building. And I'm going to add those to the, I'm going to copy the pictures, and I'm going to manipulate. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but this is going to go in here. Like so, if I'm lucky, right? And I'm just going to press that down like so. And like so. You see? Yeah. Okay. And now this bend obviously has to be bent, so when I close this, I have another room. Just like that. I open it, and there's my room. And now this room is going to be attached to this room. I already have a door. I will cut a door. So this will go like so. And I've made it so they are the same size. And I will attach this. So when I open this, now I have 2 rooms. And let's see if I can. I don't have one of those fancy cameras. The way I zoom out is I literally physically zoom out. So now you see I have 2 rooms, right? And now I'm going to make the 3rd room, which I've measured. And this was where it gets a little tricky. But again, I copied the template for the base. And the walls are just, I glued together some composition notebook paper. I wanted to see, what you could use, and I've come to the conclusion that you can pretty much use anything, a cereal box like cardboard or a file folder. So let's see if I can attach these. So I think the challenge is attaching all 3 of them. I don't know whether that's, I don't think I can attach all 3. I think I can attach 2 rooms and leave the other one open. And again, I will be decorating all of this. Ideally, obviously, if you're going to do something like this, and I might tear it apart after I make it, is not to put it together, but to decorate it before you put it together, because it'd be much easier to work on this, flat than not flat, if that makes sense. And I'm going to show you a little cheater way of making. You could do this whole thing if you wanted to. If you had kind of the right magazines, you could cut out pictures from a magazine and make them 3-dimensional. And I'll show you, I did that in the kitchen. So this is going to go, let's see, can you see what I'm doing? I'm going to try to land this in here. Kind of eyeball it. Yeah. Let's see. And press that down. And press this down over here. I'm going to fold it and see if it folds. Please, 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 please. Yes, okay. All right, a little gentle persuasion with a bone folder or something. Give it a little squish. I probably didn't line that up real well, but anyway, when I open it, again, now I have another room. Isn't that cool? So, 1, to three rooms. And now I have 3 rooms in my little house. That's a joke. Anyway, so 1 room. 2 rooms. And if I've measured this right, three rooms. And I don't know if you can see that, but I've got 3 rooms that I will be able to share with you on Friday night in our live stream house hop. Now, the thing that I was talking about was, let's see. In order to make this work, let me get one of these rooms out of the way. You need to make a little box like this. And it just has to be open on either side. And you can cut out a picture and make the measurements and then glue that on the wall of the house or the room. So let me get this out of the way. So I get Architectural Digest, right? And I saw this really neat stove, and I figured, wouldn't that look cool in my kitchen? So all I did was I cut out the picture of the stove, right? Measured it, and I think this was a half an inch, an inch and a half, a half an inch and a half, and a half inch. You have to make sure you have 5 creases, and you can make it any size you want. And then all I'm going to do is, and I will do it real quickly. Oh, let's see if I can. I just wanted to give you the gist. So let me just do this real quickly. Let's see if this works. I mean, I know it works because I've done it with other stuff. But so I'm going to make this box, right? And as you see, I have like a little backsplash here, but you don't have to have that. But for my stove, the way I cut the stove out, I ended up with a little backsplash, as you can see. So now I'm going to glue this on here. So a little glue here, a little glue here. And this is going to fold up this way, so a little glue here. And you have to glue it down, too, on the floor of the house, or the room, rather. And so I'm just going to put this on here, like so. Now, I'm kind of a little wobbly here because I'm Russian, but I'm not Russian. Ha, ha, ha. I'm German. Just kidding. So, oh, that was the wrong, well, that was supposed to be this one. Duh. Anyway. So anyway, you have the piece. And as long as they're, the wrong one, as long as you you create a box, and as long as the ends are open, it'll fold up when you fold your room up. So the next thing you would do would be, you would glue the bottom of this to your room, and you would glue the wall of it here. And I will do that. Oh, I'm so mad at myself for doing the wrong one. Oh, well. So I'm going to do this, and this, and this. And I hope that this works. All right, so I'm going to stick this here. All right. Glue it down, glue it here. All right, so now I have this, beautiful stove in my kitchen. And when I fold this up, the other thing you have to remember, and I didn't get enough glue on the bottom, is you have to make sure that you don't put anything across the valley. No, that's not the valley. It's either a valley or a mountain. There's special terminology for pop-up books. This is a standard pop-up book kind of thing. And I didn't get enough glue on here. But if, you would glue that down really well, right? And then when you fold up your room, this is going to fold up with it, see? Folds up flat. And then when you open it, if it was glued down properly, it's going to open, and there's your stove in your kitchen, bedroom, whatever. And then if you want to have, you can have something to go across here, as long as it's something thin like a piece of paper. So if I wanted to have this carpet in my kitchen, then I could glue that down. But the trick is to basically make a box, any kind of box, and it just has to be open at both ends. And then you can glue whatever you want to it. If I wanted to add a person standing about the stove, I would make a little tiny box, glue that on there, and put the person, so I could bring the person out and add even more dimensionality to it. Is that a word, dimensionality? Wow. Anyway, I hopefully that this was somewhat helpful. And again, I'm going to be decorating this and putting together my house, and my main emphasis is going to be an art studio in this old Confederate building in Columbia, South Carolina. So that's all I'm going to share with you today. And I might make another pre-processed video when I have maybe one of the rooms done. But I just wanted to show you the basic construction and how, if you wanted to, you could just cut out pictures from a magazine and smack them in your room. You can hang pictures. Here's the other thing. I have a shelving, a shelf that I can add, which the box for the stove was meant for the box for the shelving, but the same concept. And then you could add shelving if you wanted to have shelving, and it would be 3-dimensional. Okay, folks. Well, I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you soon. So take care. Bye.